Well, hello. Welcome, pop culture aficionados everywhere. The fact that you're here, and I hope you know why you're here, because it's a White Podcast. I mean, hello. You know, I'm your host, Kris McPeak, and with me is Annie Pruitt. Like always, she's the best sister co-host in the world. Hi, Annie. How are you?
Hi, Sister Kris.
So, Charles and I got a bit distracted this morning because first we were watching Megyn Kelly interview Charlie Sheen because he has a documentary and a book out. And so naturally I get sucked into the documentary immediately, and it's 2 parts, 3 hours, but it's exceptional. And now suddenly in my mind, I have this where I didn't know that he was on this like kick saying winning for everything. And it just made me laugh. And now like I have that on the brain, but I'm just going to say it's a really, really good docuseries. And if you ever liked Charlie Sheen this much, then you should see it.
I'm looking forward to it.
I thought it was great. And so having said that, Annie, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I watched the trailer for that last night. But I'm waiting to watch it with Keith, and he'll be gone for the next 2 weeks. So,
oh my God, 2 more weeks? Really?
2 more weeks. Yeah. Well,
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Week plus. Yeah.
That is quite a trip. I don't think Charles and I have ever been separated well, it's not true. 2 weeks is a long time. Sometimes.
It is.
Sometimes though, however, it is a wonderful amount.
It's okay. Yeah.
I suppose depending on my hair is like not blurring well with my virtual background.
Maybe it's
anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yes.
Okay. We are continuing this epic music series that Annie has conjured up in her brain that is now part of my brain because, as you know, we partially share the same brain. And so we're still rolling through the A2Z kick. I don't quite think that we are halfway through, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
And I meant to tell you, Annie, I don't know if you know this, not counting bonus episodes and surprise episodes, we have eclipsed 100 episodes of the Top 5 podcast.
Yes.
And holy crap, like that just blows my mind.
That's awesome.
It makes me very happy. In fact, I think this is episode 102. And I'm horrified that I didn't make a bigger deal of that before. But maybe we'll plot out the celebration for 150.
Okay.
When we get to that milestone. But anyway, so you know the drill, and we're going to go on with today's topic. So Annie, what's the letter of the day?
The letter is the letter I.
And we're going with
songs about idiots. So that kind of encompasses idiots / stupidity / just straight up dummies.
Just straight up dummies. And you might wonder why we didn't just say songs about dumb things, but that's because D was hard taken. And frankly, I like our D.
I do.
I like our D episode, songs about dreams. So, okay, so we're not necessarily saying that the word word idiot will be in the title, but we are acknowledging that there is all kinds of idiotic behavior, decisions, people that are going to manifest in these songs.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to assume that I'm starting.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 5 is, I don't know if you want to call it a fan's favorite, but it is by one of our favorite male artists of the 80s, the amazingly talented songwriter Rick Springfield. And the song is called What Kind of Fool Am I? So you can align fool with idiot, but it is a sad love song about a guy that basically let the love of his life get away from him. And he's just reminiscing on what a idiot fool he was to let this girl get out of his life. And I think if I remember back to Rick Springfield Live and Kickin', he actually did play piano. He did or keyboards of some sort for this song. But anyway, it is not one of my favorite Rick Springfield songs, but it made sense for this list. So, and you know, when is it not good to have a Rick Springfield song on a top 5 list?
Always a good day. Yeah.
Thanks.
Always a good day.
So that's my number 5.
When I first started with like looking up, but before after I went over my own playlist and I, did the Google search, of course, that's one of the ones that comes up. I'm like, oh, Kris is obviously going to have this on hers. And as much as I love the song, let's not be boring, Annie.
You know me so well.
It's a great song. It was on the Showtime concert that we watched when we were kids over and over and over again. So, oh, good old Rick. One of these days, we'll finally get to see him sing that live. One of these days.
One of these days.
All right. My number 5 is also kind of a love song about being a fool, but in a different way. So my number 5 is the song Nobody's Fool by the hair band Cinderella. I do love my hair bands. That's one of my favorites from Cinderella. And other than just the fact that he's saying, this shit didn't work out between the two of us, and I'm no fool. I'm not your fool. I'm nobody's fool. And that's kind of the that's the theme. I'm nobody's fool. But you are, because you screwed up and you fell in love and then you got hurt, and that's just what dumb people do. I'm sorry. We're human. That's what makes us awesome.
Yes. When have we not been dumb in love and been a fool, right?
That's right. And Cinderella is actually one of my favorite hair bands. And I don't know that I've had them on. I don't think I've had a song of theirs on our, just look. No, this is the first Cinderella song that has appeared on one of my top 5s, which is a little late for that,
Yeah, I would say so. Okay. So just sidebar here. I confuse, there's 3 80s, 90s hair metal groups that always twist themselves up in for me. So one is Cinderella, one is White Lion, and then who are the Here I Go Again on My Own people?
White Snake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe it's partly the white thing. I don't know how Cinderella fits its way into that, but those 3 bands, if you were to put me on Jeopardy and any one of those bands were a category, I would fuck up so bad.
Okay, I will school you at our next visit, because you cannot mistake Tom Keeper with, what's the dude's name from Whitesnake? The dreadfully
Robert something.
Yeah, because
Robert Plant.
No, that's lead singer of Led Zeppelin. Yeah. See, I'm not a huge Whitesnake fan. That's why I say that.
Oh, okay, got it. Fair enough.
And the voices are completely different.
Okay. I think maybe it's just
David Coverdale. David Coverdale is the lead singer.
David Coverdale.
How
did I get Robert Plant?
That's Led Zeppelin. I don't know.
That is really crazy.
Yeah, Whitesnake. That's the Here I Go Again. That's the Tawny Katane doing her little back.
Yeah. And that was on a top 5 list.
Yeah.
Not so long ago.
There you go. Okay. We probably need to revisit some hairband stuff later.
Yeah. I see a top 5 hair band song list in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe multiple ones.
Probably multiple. That would have to be a series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4 to me, right?
Number 4 to you.
Okay. So I'm going with the song called Dumb Fun by Juliana Hatfield. And so there's a really great story behind the song, actually. That album came out and it had the Universal Heartbeat song, and that was the hit, but it was coming off of the Juliana Hatfield 3 album that had Spin the Bottle and A Hand on Me. That's my favorite Juliana Hatfield album ever. But this album came out, Universal Heartbeat, or maybe that's not the name of the record. But anyway, and I saw that she was coming to Vancouver. I was living in Bellingham, Washington at the time, and I wanted to go see this show. It was in a club, and it was open seating. And Allison McDonough, as she was often apt to do, went to the show with me, and I've never fallen asleep at an alternative music concert before, but I fell asleep at the show, which is really pretty embarrassing because, she's not a ballad singing, chanteuse. She's kind of rocking and kind of loud. So that was some dumb fun I was having that night because I just, fell asleep. This song is great because she literally says the word dumb maybe 50 times. It's part of the chorus. Yeah. And I don't even know what else to say about it. It's fun. It's upbeat. And I guess the story that goes with it in terms of me falling asleep at the concert is pretty much I had some dumb fun that night, and it was embarrassing and kind of silly, and there you have it. That's my story.
All right. I don't know that song, so that's good. Something new for me.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
A playlist.
Okay. This is going to be a kick-ass playlist. Let me just get that.
I can't
wait. My number 4, the song "Idiot, Stupid, or Dumb" does not appear in the song title, but it's in the lyrics. So
Okay.
that would be the one-hit wonder by Harvey Danger, which is Flagpole, Sitta. So those of us that were, children of the 90s, this one came out in 97. It was a very fun, video because they were just singing live music. It looked like they're just, singing on stage. And the lyrics are just weird. It's a song about idiots and losers for the most part. And the lyric being, been around the world and found that only stupid people are breeding. Plenty and seating. And I don't even own a TV. So,
that's great.
When you go through all the lyrics, it reminds me of a lot of idiots and dumb people that from the late 90s that I associated myself with, that, I got to pierce my tongue. I want to publish zines, blah, blah, blah. Just people doing trivial, stupid shit because everybody else is doing it. So,
and you said it's Flagpole
Sitta, Sitta, song by Harvey Danger. You'll recognize it the second you hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think I know this one.
No, you do. The words flagpole Sitta do not appear in the song. But in the song, he says, "I run at the flagpole and see who salutes." But no one ever does. And yeah. So anyway, but it's basically a song about dumb people, and dumb people are breeding. And there you go. That's my number 4. It's a great one-hit wonder. It very, very much sums up the late 90s.
Well, okay. I love it. Number 3 to me. Okay.
Number 3 to you.
I think that I am, for the first time on our show ever, maybe, I'm debuting a Tom McDonald song. And if you don't know who Tom McDonald is, you know who he is because I shared the song after the assassination attempt on Donald Trump last summer. That's the one bit you missed. That's not the song that's on today's list, but Tom McDonald is a Canadian who wanted to make music, and so he's kind of like a different version of Eminem. He's not a gangster rapper kind of thing. Not that Eminem is a gangster rapper, but he's not the same kind of rapper as Eminem. But he's white, and he's got dreadlocks, and he's got tattoos all over his face. But he is a stand-up, I love America kind of guy. And so this song is called "People So Stupid," and it's part rap, and then he sings a little bit too. A lot of his songs have all of the same themes behind it. He's pretty conservative. He's very anti-liberal, but he's going on about the whole we're triggered and defensive. We're all racist and sexist. We grew up watching South Park, so how are we offended? The chorus, people are so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid? Got better problems. I swear to God that y'all want them. You're so dumb. And his songs are kind of funny sometimes, but they hit home for me, right? And I don't know, I think he's brave. He does all this stuff independently. He releases his stuff. He's not on a record label because I think people find him slightly divisive, although I would counter that argument. But anyway, so I thought, let's put a Tom McDonald song on the list, and this is "People So Stupid."
Okay. All right. I'm a fan. I don't know this, but I will listen.
You'll be intrigued when you see this guy on YouTube. He's a trip. Yeah.
I just now Googled him. He's a character.
He is a character. Yes.
Okay. Number 3 to me.
Yep.
My number 3 is, I'm going back and forth here.
Okay.
My number 3, I'm gonna go for this one. It's a song by Offspring, and it would be "Why Don't You Get a Job?" So, do you know the song I'm referring to?
Yes. It's got a sing-songy chorus.
It does. Mama, why don't you get a job?
Why don't you get a job?
So it's kind of so these guys are idiots because they won't get a job, but also the people that stay with them are idiots. So it starts out with a guy who has a girlfriend and she won't work and she's an idiot and I won't pay. So and then this turn around and it's the girl who has a boyfriend and he won't get a job. So to me, these are just stupid people all around. One, because they're with people that won't get a job, and then they stay with people that don't get a job. They're both all four people in this song are just idiots. They're dumb. It's ridiculousness, and it's a super duper fun song. So
I love
the
it.
second part. My friend's got a boyfriend, man. She hates that dick. So like, why? You're an idiot. Why are you with him? Right?
Right.
So that's like, they don't use the word dumb or idiot or stupid, but it really is. It's a song about stupidity because you're staying with these assholes.
Yes.
So, yeah, that was.
Yes. And that's a fun, like I said, the chorus to that is just so sing-songy. And
I love it. Yeah. Emily and David and I, that's one of our rock out songs. And it's got a fun drum beat, just everything about it. The video is awesome.
oh, good.
Back when people watched music videos.
Back when people watched music videos.
Yeah.
Well, people still watch music videos. They just do it on YouTube.
Yes.
Sure. And sometimes there's commercials between your videos. Anyway, yeah, this is shaping up to be a super fun list because we're kind of all over the place, and I like that.
Yes.
Okay, number 2. So I actually had to go back and listen to this song again because it'd been a long time since I thought about the 80s group Quarterflash. And I think most people don't think about this song, but I remember it being on the radio, and this one's called Find Another Fool. And it's probably along the lines of the Nobody's Fool song in terms of, I'm not the one, so you're just going to have to go out and find another fool. Pardon My Heart was their really big song that people remember them for, but this was on the second record. It came out around the same time. And it was, I probably listened to it dozens of times in the 80s because it was on, I listened to Casey Kasem's American Top 40 on Sundays, and I would religiously write down the top 20 and I would rate all the songs, because I was geek like that. But when I think of Quarterflash, I think of American Top 40. And then I went back and played the song and I was like, God, I still remember the lyrics. This is so great. So yeah, and that's along the same lines of cool 80s jams that people sometimes forget about and Find Another Fool.
But that's 3 of your 4 that I don't know. So this is going to be fun to listen to for me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to like make sure I don't want to have overlap, and I feel like one of these 2 is going to be on your list, but I can't not do it. So, okay, my number 2, I'm going back and forth. Okay, yeah, my number 2, I got to do it. It's going to be the idiot song ever, and that would be American Idiot by Green Day.
Yes, ma'am.
I love, you're smiling. Please don't tell me it's on your list. It is.
It's on my list. And,
I knew it.
I'm sorry. It was my number 1. So at least now we don't have to talk about it twice.
Okay.
The same.
Well, then I'll just say, I'll say it's my number 2 for a lot of reasons. And then, since it's your number 1, let's go with your honorable mention. I'll do my honorable mention, then we can backtrack.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, my honorable mention is I'm So Stupid by Madonna off the American Life album, which was an album that took me a really long time to get warm to. I remember my very good friend and karaoke buddy, Tim Patricio, tipped to buy me CDs all the time. And I never knew why he did because I was perfectly capable of getting them. But I always appreciated them. And sometimes he would buy me things that I wouldn't have thought to buy for myself. So he bought me the American Life CD. So it was sort of like a going away present because it was right around the time that we were leaving Chicago for Arizona. And this song is, most of the songs on that album are upbeat and a little bit different because she takes a lot of, whacks at not just pop culture, but I think like American culture. It's probably, if I really go back and think about it, it's probably very progressively liberal if I go back and think about it, but it's still Madonna and I still like the album. And digging into the album, like way longer after, hang on a second, I'm trying to find some lyrics. Way longer after I had received this, and she talks about, used to live in a funny dream, and I used to believe in the pretty pictures that were all around me, but now I know for sure that I was stupid. So in this case, I guess this is more of realizing that there were things that she wanted, that she had, but then came to understand they really weren't as important as they needed to be. I'm so stupid. So there you go.
Don't know that one either. So there you go. That's going to be, with the exception of Rick and Green Day, I've not heard any of your songs.
So fun. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So my honorable mention is one of my favorite songs by Shania Twain, and that's Don't Be Stupid.
Oh.
I love that song.
I love that song too.
I
think that's my favorite Shania song.
It might be. And, the chorus, don't be stupid, don't be ridiculous, don't be absurd, don't be impossible. It's just, get over yourself. And I'm not, I'm in love with you. So don't be stupid. It's just, I love it. I don't know what else to say about it. It's one of my favorite walking songs. It's just fun and adorable and it's cute. And it reminds me of me and Keith sometimes. So
I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's I fucking love to sing in the car. And there's some remixes of that song, believe it or not, because there's some violin action in that song in the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Just really it's like balls out. And I don't know, for a violin to be rocking is a little strange, but musically this song is amazing. And for them to make a extended remix of a country song, it kills because the violin in there is just so amazing.
It is. It really is. I agree.
So amazing. So we're going to talk about...
Now, as number one, it's Your American Idiot. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what can I say about American Idiot? I do believe that that's one of the greatest, just in terms of an album, that is one of the greatest mall punk rock alternative albums that has ever been released. And I don't think they got nominated for any Grammys for that. I'm not sure exactly, but I kept maintaining I cannot believe that this album did not get more awards because I think it is just so brilliant. And of course, from the opening riff and all of the other things, this song is just so smart. Welcome to a new kind of tension all across the alienation. And the word is not alien nation. It is alienation. There's a pun there or a play on words, whatever you want to talk about. But yeah, don't want to be an American idiot. One nation controlled by the media, information age of hysteria, calling out to idiot America. And so this song also makes me think of our dad and when he would refer to the whole concept of the idiot fringe, like reality television and the dumbing down of America and those types of things. So when I think of American Idiot, I think this whole, the song in particular, but the whole album is just a narrative on, the wrongs of the world today and whatnot. And musically, this record is so smart. I think it's a concept album that people don't understand is a concept album. Not like the way The Wall or Mr. Roboto, or that was not the name of the album, but I'm talking about some of these 70s bands that were way into the concept album thing. But between American Idiot and then what's the one after that, 21st Century something.
Play When Guns.
Was that the name of the record? I don't remember the name of the record now. But then they made a musical and it just, became this whole big movement, I guess. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I had liked Green Day before, but this album, this song in particular, just kind of blew everything out the window for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was. I still think it.
Yeah. Also, funny you said, being a concept album, the song Wake Me Up When September Ends, which is on so he wrote it, Billy Joe wrote it for the death of his father. And because that's what it's about. So many people associate it with September 11, but it had to do with Billy Joe's father died. I'm looking at September of 1982. So it's about his life dealing with. So anybody who's lost somebody, go back and listen to this song again, and then you'll see. He basically just holed himself up in his bedroom, and his mother came to talk to him, and that's what he said to his mother.
Wow.
So when he
told his mom, "Wake me up when September ends." Wow, my Lord!
very powerful song. So yeah, but going back to that album is like, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculously good. Holidays is one of my all-time faves. Yeah, this is fantastic. So I share, that's why American Idiot was also on my top 5. I love that because my career when I was in the military had to do with basically what you call the information environment and the narrative, and where they're talking about how the media controls the way people think. And then if you want to talk about the intentional dumbing down of America and malign influences, etc., and that's how you create American Idiots.
Wow.
So there you go. I'm not going to nerd out that bad on you.
No, nerd out
But
away, because I think it's a commentary just on how dangerous it all can be. But the optimist in me is seeing a bit of break.
Yes.
And I think people are learning to do more research, to find other sources, to get their news, to get their information, to participate in dialogue, which I think is, well, you know how I feel about that. You don't have to be political on this show.
Right. No, I'm just saying, just don't be an American idiot. Educate yourself.
Yeah.
So, okay. This is a good transition to my number 1 song, because it also has to do with mental health. And that's the song called At the Risk of Feeling Dumb by, of course, 21 Pilots. And it's basically about it's written about mental health, but so many people are afraid of looking dumb, looking like an idiot, and they're afraid of losing friends by saying something or doing something. So it's a really great song. Where's the At the Risk of, I'm sorry, I literally just had it right. At the risk of feeling dumb, check in. It's not worth the risk of losing a friend. Even if they say, just keep your plans, I hope that you never have to drop. So it's, of course, there's going to be either 21 Pilots or My Chemical Romance on my list.
And you know what? That's okay.
It is. That
is okay.
It's a really great song. But it's thinking about feeling like an idiot or feeling dumb in front of other people. We're so afraid of doing that. And, having the sense of being self-deprecating helps, is one of the things that helped me break through of overcoming feeling dumb in front of other people. So
I love it. Yes, that's so important.
Yeah, so it's a great song. It's from the Clancy album, and by the way, 21 Pilots released their new album on Friday, and it's ridiculous. They're
ridiculously amazing.
Yep, of course. So that's my number 1, At the Risk of Feeling Dumb, T.O.P.
This is a crazy, fun, interesting list, because even, I don't know all of your songs by heart per se. You said I'll recognize Flagpole, Sitta, but almost every time there's a 21 Pilot song on the list, I don't know them. I don't know them as well as you.
But you're gonna love it.
But I'm gonna love it, and I've loved everything of theirs that you've put on our show. So. Yeah, we've got some 80s in here. We have some country. We have some
90s. We
have a lot of
hair band action going on.
Alternative metal, mall punk.
All right, so we'll recap. I'll start.
Yes, please.
My honorable mention, Don't Be Stupid by Shania Twain. And then from 5 to 1, Nobody's Fool, Cinderella, Flagpole, Sitta, Harvey Danger, Why Don't You Get a Job, Offspring, American Idiot, Green Day, and number 1, At the Risk of Feeling Dumb by 21 Pilots.
Awesome. My honorable mention is I'm So Stupid by Madonna. And then I've got What Kind of Fool Am I? Rick Springfield. Dumb Fun, Juliana Hatfield. People So Stupid, Tom McDonald. Find Another Fool, Quarterflash. And number 1, I think the first time we've had overlap in a bit, which actually makes me really happy. But I am not surprised because, sisters winning. Number 1 is American Idiot by Green Day. And that, my friends, will take care of the letter I. Snap. I can't snap it. Just in case you didn't hear, I snapped. So that's our show for this week. And you know where you can find us on YouTube. And we love it if you would like and subscribe and hit your notification bell. That would make us all super happy. And Yeah, follow the show on iTunes or wherever else you get your podcasts. And with that, like they say on the Ruthless podcast, I think we did it. And yeah, we'll catch up with you on the next episode of the Top 5 Podcast. Okay, bye.